mean, shit, honest with you, man, she's a
bad things, fine as hell, thick as fuck, oh my god, that's my baby, Caroline.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Caroline, back again with another wig install. In today's video I'm going to be installing and styling this wig from Yolissa Hair company. I'm going to be showing you guys one of my current favorite hairstyles I've been doing all the time. But with that said, let's get right into today's video. So this is more of a reinstallation because I just installed this wig a couple days ago, and here I am, reinstalling it again. First thing I'm doing is just trying to push back all my edges because my braids have definitely been outgrown, and it's just so hard installing my wig when I have like all this extra hair. So I'm just using some edge booster to help me push all of that hair back. And once my hairline is nice and pushed back, I'm going to go ahead and put on a wig cap. And you already know I just wear my wig caps mainly to protect my wig from getting stuck on my braids. I don't really do ball cap methods or any of that. And the trick to get my wig cap to not show under my lace is I make sure that I am pushing it further back enough where it's not going to show under the lace. For my install today, I try to switch it up and try something new. I'm trying this bedhead hairspray. I'm hearing a lot about it on social media. You guys know I do like to use my Ebon lace spray. That's my try and true bestie right there. But I wanted to give this a shot to see if it was just as good or even better. I'm doing the same method that I do with my spray. I'm spraying under the lace and trying to get as accurate spraying as possible, using my finger to just spread that product out to get it nice and even. Then going in with my blow dryer on a low power but warm heat setting. I've realized that using warm, not hot, warm works a lot better than cold. So I'm just going with that blow dryer, and I'm just using the end of my comb to really help push and melt that lace in. And I just go ahead and repeat this process all around. I did get a question saying, do I prefer to spray under versus over my lace? When it comes to reinstalling, I prefer to spray under the lace, and I do this because it kind of just helps like the lace not get too dirty and gunky, and it just helps like with the residue, because sometimes I've realized with spraying over, the residue is very noticeable. So spraying under, if possible, is better in my opinion. As far as my overall thoughts on the bedhead spray for another glueless option, I would say I do like it. It is fast drying. The residue was very minimal, just as good as the Ebon spray, but I would say I prefer the Ebon spray because for like long-term wear, even though both are not meant for like long-term wear, the Ebon spray does hold up better, because I wore this in the shower with my lace tied down, and literally right as I got the shower, the wig was ready to leave me, child. Like, I feel like the Ebon spray has a little bit more long hold stand, if that makes sense. But this is another great alternative. If you don't like the Ebon spray, definitely do try this out. I would say it is kind of more expensive than the Ebon spray as well. This little small can was like $6 at CVS, and I think the big can is probably like $19-20 versus the Ebon spray, that the small can is $4 and the big can is $10. But I like it, but still Ebon is king. Anyways, once my lace was laid down all around, I'm going in with my elastic band, and I'm just using that to hold down the lace to let it all sit and set before I proceed to swooping my baby hairs. This step is really important if you're gonna do baby hairs, because trying to swoop your baby hairs when your lace is lifting, it's just not gonna work. You're gonna be very stressed out. As if laying your baby hairs wasn't stressful already, but here I am just going in and doing the baby hairs, and I'm just using my Eco Styler gel, the green one. And since this is a reinstall and the baby hair is already laid previously, it was quite straightforward. Just, do my little swoopy swoops. Once I was done with that, just went ahead again with the same elastic band to just help lay down the lace and let everything sit and simmer some more, and to hold down my lace for the styling and the detangling process. So for styling, if you're gonna notice, I did a different style while I'm styling, but I changed my mind. I was trying to just like half up, half down, a cute little what's it called, hair ball thing inside. but I wasn't feeling the look, so I was like, let me just do my favorite current style, which I will show y'all. But just in case you're wondering why does my hair look different in this clip, that's why. But here I'm just going in and detangling the hair. I was showing you guys this new brush that I picked up. It's from the Knot Doctor. Random thing that I got, but I really love this hairbrush. It's so good. Granted, it was $10, but it was worth that $10. Like, it just slides and detangles right through my hair in all textures. But anyways, for the curl defining process, I'm just going in with a spray bottle with literally just plain water, and I'm just saturating the hair up. That's what gets my curls nice and defined, is water, a whole lot. Like, I make sure the hair is fully drenched, and once the hair is fully drenched, I'm going in with that same brush and brushing and scooping through those curls till I see a ringlet form, and then I just scrunch to get those curls to form even more. Next key is, once I get the hair defined the way I want it, I don't run my fingers through it. I let the hair to dry, like fully air dry, before I start to like separate through it. So your curls are gonna look very like clumpy and probably not very voluminous, but once it fully air dries, that's when you can go ahead and start, you know, separating out the curls.
I wonder if I died with tears come to her eyes. But nah, you wouldn't understand. I reached my peak, I can't speak. Call my nigga cheek, tell him that
God
I
Blue on
was
the
weak.
track.
I wonder if I died with tears come to her eyes. But nah, you wouldn't understand. I reached my peak, I can't speak. Call my nigga cheek, tell him that my will is weak.
Once I was done defining through my curls, I just went ahead and let the hair air dry. And while the hair was air drying, I did my makeup, which is why I come back looking, you know, extra cute and beat or whatever. And I am actually filming a makeup tutorial on how I did this, because this look was completely drugstore product. So go ahead and check out that makeup tutorial. But for the style, it's very simple and straightforward. I've been obsessed with these like 90s, early 2000 claw clip type of look. So first thing I'm doing here is I'm just parting the hair down in the middle, and I just pull out two little pieces to be my little two side bangs, I guess. And I did go ahead and cut them shorter because the longer look just wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. I just kept playing around with how much hair I wanted out. I didn't know if I wanted it to be thicker or thinner. I went for more of the thinner pieces of hair. Like, I barely have like that much hair out on both sides. And since the hair was already pushed back from the first style I thought I was gonna do, it was easy to just, you know, put it in a, I would say, mid back ponytail. So it's not a high ponytail or a low one, it's more like just like a straight back mid hairline. I'm going in with some Eco Styler to help me just smoothen out everything and smoothing out the flyaways. I would say it's better to have your elastic band on while you're doing this, just to make sure you're not pulling off your wig. But that's just how strong that bedhead spray was. Like, it was able to hold the wig down while I did all of this. And that's a glueless spray, y'all. Once I have my ponytail the way that I wanted it to be, I'm just using my hair tie holder ponytail thing and just tying the hair back into a nice little ponytail. And what I do next is I take my ponytail and I just wrap it around like I would if I was going to do a little bun in the back. But then I stop not halfway, 3/4 of the way before wrapping the bun. I just get a nice big claw clip and clamp that bun and leftover hair together, flip it over like you see right here, split it into two, and boom, you got a cute little like half ponytail type of look. I don't know, something about this is just so chic to me. I say the funniest shit, but I liked it. So here I'm just like playing around with it, fluffing it out, and I'm just cutting the side bangs down some more. I wasn't sure just how short I wanted it. This hair is pretty long, especially for 26 inches, but I just didn't want to keep it long in the front. I feel like it just looked kind of awkward in my opinion. Now, to really give a more like fun, cleaned up look to it, I'm using my Remington curling wand, and I'm using the more thinner end of it to just curl the hair a little bit, because I feel like the curls weren't showing the way I wanted them to show. And I do the same thing for some random pieces on the half ponytail situation up there. I don't curl all of them in the same direction because I don't want it to look like very uniform. So I curled some going backwards, some going forward, and I also kind of just did different lengths. I did want it to look very like natural and carefree, but still give a certain type of look. And boom, bam, we are done. Here we are at the finished look, and I just really like this. I've been doing so many different type of claw clip hairstyles. Like claw clips, she's that girl. She does what she needs to do. As far as my overall thoughts on this haircut, I know some of you guys are wondering. One, you want to say this is sponsored for, you know, those of you who like to tussle with the sponsored post. But just want to keep that in mind. But overall, I would say that Yolissa's Hair Company is one of my favorite companies when it comes to the water wave texture. I've worked with them before, and their water wave is a very nice water wave. And I feel like this hair was very full and thick. Literally, I installed a wig recently that was the same like details and specs, but this one was way better than that. So I would say they have good quality water wave hair in my experience. I really liked the frontal itself. It was easy to melt. It was a good HD lace. It was HD lace like it was supposed to be. And I had a lot of space inside. Like for 13x4, they gave me 4-inch spacing on both ends. So overall, I would say this hair was I would give it a 8 out of 8 because it still had its like tangling and shedding here and there, but nothing crazy. It was minimal tangling and shedding. It's not super high, raw, unfiltered type of hair, but for the price and for what it is, I think it's good quality. I fuck with them. I give my stamp of approval. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the install. Hope I was helpful. And if you did enjoy it, you know, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to show me that you enjoyed it. But I hope everyone has a lovely, blessed day or night. And I hope to see you in another one. And peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.